Moving to the papers now. The big one is Reds take EPL control. That's coming from Complete Sport this morning. Osaze Eagles need me. Okay, he says he will be a quality addition to the team. Stephen Kesher, listen to him. Eagles not better than Bosnia. This is coming from the coach. And it's bar again for Chelsea coming to the rescue. Iran begin preparations for June 16 Eagles tie. And Diego Costa injured again. Well, it was a costly win for them. He scored the second goal for them to move to the top, remain at the top of the table in La Liga. But that was at a very, very big cost to Atletico Madrid.
But according to Diego Simeone, that injury is not that serious. So hopefully Diego Costa can make a
Champions League semi-finals.
We'll see if it makes it quick.
Okay, Sport On is next.
Yeah, Sport On. It's next, and we're talking about the preparations for Brazil 2014, and this is according to the NFF. Eagles will honor USA Greece test games. Wow, that was very interesting. We're playing Scotland as well too. Injured Emenike misses Fenerbahce win. That's a very sad one. We hope it's not a very serious injury because he's our main man for the World Cup. City blow Yaya Toure to miss rest of season. That was a very sad one. Sad one. He's been a live wire. He's been the main.
He's the highest goal scorer this season, 18 goals.
Yeah, he's been the engine room of that team, and if he should miss the rest of the season, I understand why it's called City blow now. It's a big blow to their title aspirations. And lastly, Mikel returns in Chelsea win. Moses plays for 1 minute. It's better than not playing at all.
1 minute, I think it was more than that. I watched that game. Okay.
It was more than that.
It was more than that. It was more than that. Sporting Live is the next paper review. NFF boast US tie still intact. Friendly games against Eagles not cancelled, that's according to report. And Napoli 4, Lazio 2. Onanzi scores first Serie A goal. It's a good one, of course. Yeah. World Cup hope. Musa nets goal number 7. Okay, more test games for Flying Eagles, and Iran drop Asian Maradona from 28-man squad. Rez still on top, and Bar delivers again. And you have a Diego Costa injured, and come and get me. Then Baba is begging PSG. He wants to leave Stamford Bridge.
We'll see.
The last paper, Soccer Star.
Yeah, Soccer Star. Last paper for review, and Liverpool is the biggest story of the weekend. Liverpool set to break 24-year jinx, beat City 5. In a 5-goal thriller. We've seen it was a very interesting game, classic. He had everything we hoped for. Another one here says Aluko shines at Wembley. Aluko
Hull City 5-2 against Sheffield.
5-3. It was a very tight game, and Aluko still has an outside chance of making the World Cup. I'm not very sure about that.
You said outside chance.
Outside, okay, that says it all.
That says it all. Okay, now let's talk about the big game.
Yeah.
It was actually the biggest game for the weekend between Liverpool and Manchester City. And for Liverpool fans, Steven Gerrard and everyone, they felt winning that game more like they have already won the title. He was actually in tears when he was celebrating after that third goal from Coutinho.
Emotional game because Liverpool started the game very well. Amazing finish by Ryan Sterling. It's been an incredible form. It was like he charmed the old Manchester City defense led by Vincent Kompany. So it was a very good start for them, and they went two goals up as well. And all of a sudden they lost the shape in the second half, and that was the second goal there by Sketel. Sketel is having a prolific season. 7 goals already.
Best season so far.
7 goals already. More goals than Fernando Torres. More goals than Denver Bar. You understand why Jose doesn't have strikers now. But anyway,
if you have someone that can rescue you, you surely have a striker.
I understand what you're saying, but Liverpool were dominating the game. Then all of a sudden, Man City in the second half took control, and a well-worked goal finished off by David Silva there. And Liverpool were rocking. At this particular stage, they were rocking, and you could only see a Manchester City equalizer. And that came not too far off, courtesy of this incredible own goal or Glenn Johnson, yes. And after this goal went in, everybody thought, okay, Liverpool will capitulate now. No, or even Man City go ahead to gain the 3 points there because they were really on top at this time of the game. But Vincent Kompany, captain, made a hash of this clearance. That should have been a straightforward clearance. They didn't get it right.
Gifted Coutinho, who has been lurking around all day.
Awesome strike. And Liverpool with this win show they really believe they can win the title. They've not won any title, any English title since 1990. That was the last time they won one. And they've not won the Premier League at all.
Yeah.
Steven Gerrard hasn't won a Premier League title. Look,
he has won the Champions League.
Yeah, let that marinate. He's a homeboy. He's decided to stay with Liverpool for the rest of his career. But now he can smell it. But what they have to do now is win the remaining 4 games.
So easy. Win all your matches and the title is yours.
Yeah, that's all they have to do. They have it in their hands. But one of those 4 games is against Chelsea. I think that will be the potential
after the
title.
Norwich game, that's the second game they'll be having
exactly,
at the end of the month.
Yeah, 2 weeks time now they will play Chelsea. I think that will be the title decider. They're playing Norwich next week. Luis Suarez owns Norwich, so you don't expect any upset from that particular game.
There's something they can do. There's something they can do. They can decide to fast and pray for him to be injured. Because I can't imagine a striker. He scored 7 goals already against Norwich.
More than that.
More than that.
Come
okay,
on.
more than that. All right, moving on now. Chelsea, of course, Demba to the rescue again. Remember, during the week against PSG, he actually scored that winner, that screamer that ensured that they got to the semi-finals of the Champions League. And right now, 68-minute strike from him was enough for Chelsea to actually consolidate, to still say they are still in the title race.
Yeah.
They're still in the title race.
Definitely.
It simply means, well, Liverpool will have to watch their back. And this is the strike, and Demba did not make any mistake.
Yeah,
the question I'm asking myself, why did it take Jose Mourinho so long to know that he can actually start this striker?
No, let's be honest. Chelsea, the forward, they've not done too well this season. Yes. Jose Mourinho has tried whatever means to get him going.
You check how many matches he has played.
But that's the issue is Torres, Bar, and Eto'o, they've not done well this season. And
this is his first start in 6 months.
Yeah, that's his first start because the opportunities he had, he didn't take them. That's why he's found it very hard. Among those strikers, Eto'o has been the best. That's why he's been the one getting most of the chances. But this is a good finish.
Game, you have Eto'o and Demba.
Yeah, this is a good finish. Well worked by Nemanja Matic. We understand why Mikel is not playing. Matic playing in that central midfield position gives a whole lot more to the Chelsea team. I'm happy for Demba Ba. He's likely going to leave Chelsea at the end of the season, but he's putting himself in a shop window right now. If he's going to have to leave and get a good club, then he has to play well in whatever opportunity he gets.
PSG wouldn't be a good one for him.
Definitely is going to want the bench as well.
Chopped up. Yeah. Okay, moving on now. Look at the top 4. What it looks like presently. So unlike the English Premier League. Usually at the 4th position, you either have Tottenham Hotspur or you have Arsenal. But right now you have Everton. Well, all Arsenal need to do is to win their next game, and even if they have to start praying for Everton to lose, because Everton, well, the way they started, they have a game in hand.
Exactly. Roberto Martinez has done a great job. A lot of people say David Moyes did something where he did amazing for 10 years at Everton, but look at what Martinez has done in less than a year. He's gotten Everton into the top 4 with a game in hand, and they're playing amazing and beautiful football. So it won't be a surprise to me if Everton end in the 4th position, meaning Arsenal will have to drop out.
Sunderland, of course, drop zone. Cardiff City drop zone. Fulham, 34 matches they played. Same with Cardiff City.
Yes.
Sunderland have a chance to actually move up as if they can win. One of the matches they have that is actually against Man City.
Sunderland are playing Chelsea next weekend at Stamford Bridge. Yeah. They won't get anything in that game. That's a fact. They're looking really flat right now. They're looking like they will go down. And Cardiff as well, too. I already wrote them off, but they got a very impressive 1-0 win at Southampton to give themselves a little bit of hope. Yeah. But I don't think that will be enough as well. And Fulham, Pepe Mel, he might just perform the miracle of the season.
Looking at the FA Cup, of course, Arsenal, they are, first trophy in how many years? The last trophy they actually won was the FA Cup, and that was in 2005, and this is 2014. And Arsene Wenger, of course, they are in a pole position to see how they can clinch their first trophy in as many
That was a very
years.
rash challenge there by Mertesacker, and Jordi Gomez duly put Wigan ahead. In this game, Arsenal didn't play well, but they showed that character, and they came back into the game courtesy Mertesacker again, made up for his earlier mistake, and the game had to go into penalties really.
And of course, up for them in the finals, it's Hull City, who defeated Sheffield United, who everyone actually tipped as favourite, not because they are in 3rd tier in the Championship, but simply because Usually they get to the finals of the FA Cup, and for Sheffield United, for Hull City, it's the first time they are getting to the final of the FA Cup.
Yeah, Cazorla with the winner there, and that man right there in the middle was the hero for Arsenal, Fabianski. I don't think he will remain at Arsenal this year. Their clubs trying to get him to the...
And since he's playing second fiddle, so he may not really want to sit on the bench for long.
I think he will leave. And talking about the Hull City versus Sheffield United, I don't know what you're talking about. Hull City definitely were the favourites going into that game.
Because they're Premier League?
Yeah, they're a better side. They're better.
But Sheffield United have a huge history in the FA Cup.
There's no doubt about it. But then they give a good account of themselves. They actually went ahead in that game. It was a very tight one. It ended at 5-3 at the end of the day. And experience of Hull City actually saw them through that particular game.
Okay, we're in a sweet revenge, of course, for Pac-Man against Timothy Bradley. Unanimous decision. Still a very, very good boxer. I think he has shown that he is not finished yet.
Yeah, it's not finished. So now, whoever said it's finished, I believe jumped the gun. Pacquiao, obviously, he lost that fight to Juan Manuel Marquez. It was knocked out cold. So a lot of people thought Pacquiao was done. But in this particular fight, he dominated and he showed why he still remains a very good boxer. But the sad thing is now he's a world champion again now. And fight fans are waiting for that fight between him and Mayweather. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. It doesn't look like it's going to happen because it's winning and being a world champion now will make the negotiations even harder now. Because before he was
WBO welterweight champion.
Yeah, so it means he's bringing a lot to the table as well too, and negotiations will be very hard. And we're already hearing that the next fight he will fight is going to be against the winner between Juan Manuel Marquez and Mike Alvarado. That was a title eliminator on May 17th.
Okay, lastly, talk golf now. Well, Watson, of course, his second title in 3 years at Augusta National. A good one for him. It was actually tight towards the end, but at the end of the day, he was able to win by 3 shots.
Absolutely. Now, a little preview that we did before the Masters started. I mentioned Bubba Watson and Adam Scott and Phil Mickelson didn't show up at all. And good one for Bubba Watson. He won in 2012.
Now, look at the speed. The 20-year-old student.
Yeah.
Second.
Yeah, rookie, and I think the lack of experience actually got the better of him in this particular fight. Because when they went into the final round, they were they were actually very tight. It was very tight until they got to the 8th hole and it started to misfire. It's a good one for him. He still had a lot of years ahead of him. He's 20 years old now. Bubba Watson is 35, second Masters. I'm very happy for Bubba Watson. Yeah, I'm a fan of him, definitely.
Okay, that's for the show. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye for now.
It's overwhelming, you know, to win twice, to be with the great names that you just said. You know, again, small town guy named Bubba now has 2 green jackets. It's pretty wild. I know my mom's probably watched at home. Wish she was here, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It's very difficult to putt around here, and that's where the nerves get in real fast. And so lucky for me today is that nobody really made putts, you know, coming down the stretch, and so I didn't have to make putts myself. And so yeah, I mean, you know, one of those a shot back on 12, if he made a great up and down, but you know, the shot on 12, if he could have that back, you know, I made a 10 there last year. I wish I could have that back, but so you know, I mean, that's one of those things, you know, and just like I told him when I shook his hand, gave him a hug, you know, I said he's a great talent. You're gonna have a lot more opportunities. You're only 20, you know, so. But you know, he didn't really care what I had to say at that moment. But
overall, decent round, and you know, when you shoot under par at Augusta National on a Sunday, you should be pretty happy. Now, Bubba Watson played better. I got beat, and he deserves to win, and I congratulate him.